And today we're diving into a thought experiment that'll really make you ponder the fabric of our existence. Imagine waking up one morning, pouring your coffee, scrolling through your phone, and realizing something's terribly off. Where did all the men go? Poof! Vanished. Sounds like a sci-fi movie plot, right? But the implications of such an event are more profound than you might think. We're talking societal upheaval, economic freefall, a complete reimagining of everything we thought we knew about gender, work, even the future of humanity itself. Picture this: billions of women, children and families waking up to empty beds, unanswered texts, a silence so profound it screams. The initial shockwaves would be emotional, a tidal wave of grief, confusion, fear, maybe even a sliver of anger. This isn't just about missing your dad's bad jokes or your brother's questionable taste in music. This is about the very foundation of human connection being shaken to its core. The biological clock doesn't stop ticking, even when half the population does. Reproduction, the cornerstone of our species' survival, would face an immediate crisis. Sperm banks and assisted reproduction could offer a temporary bridge, but let's face it, we'd be looking at a future with significantly fewer humans. Families, the building blocks of society, would be reshaped. Women would become the default heads of household, navigating not just the emotional turmoil, but the practicalities of single parenting and economic survival. Let's talk workforce. From construction sites to boardrooms, men make up a hefty chunk of the global workforce. Their sudden absence would create a vacuum, a labor shortage of epic proportions. Essential services would grind to a halt, economies would sputter. But here's the twist: this crisis might just be the catalyst for the biggest shift in gender dynamics we've ever seen. Chapter 4. Power Suit Up. From the halls of Congress to the Oval Office, men have held the reins of power for centuries. With their disappearance, the political landscape would be ripe for a takeover by the other half of humanity. Think about it. A world where women lead the charge in shaping laws, setting global agendas and commanding armies. It wouldn't be a seamless transition, but it would be a fascinating experiment in social evolution. Chapter 5. Science needs a new lab partner. From the invention of the wheel to the latest smartphone, men have been at the forefront of technological advancement. But let's be clear, this isn't about inherent male brilliance. It's about opportunity. With men out of the picture, women would inherit the labs, the research grants, the responsibility to push the boundaries of human knowledge. Chapter 6. Goodbye, toxic masculinity. For millennia, cultures worldwide have been shaped, for better or worse, by the presence and influence of men. Imagine a world where art, music, literature, even sports are reimagined through a purely female lens. Would we see a decline in violence and aggression, a surge in empathy and collaboration? It's impossible to say for sure, but the cultural shift would be nothing short of seismic. Chapter 7. Humanity 2.0: The Reboot. The long-term consequences of a world without men are both daunting and exhilarating. On one hand, we'd be staring down the barrel of a shrinking population, a demographic crisis unlike anything we've ever seen. But on the other hand, we'd be presented with a blank slate, a chance to rebuild society from the ground up with new values, new priorities, and a new understanding of what it means to be human. The outro: the future is female, maybe. So there you have it, a glimpse into a world both terrifying and strangely liberating. The disappearance of men would undoubtedly plunge humanity into chaos, but it might also be the catalyst for a new era of female leadership, innovation, and social progress. Who knows, maybe we'd even figure out a way to bring back the men eventually, but ideally only the good ones. In summary, while there would be immediate chaos and loss, over time society would adapt to a new reality where women take on roles that were traditionally held by men. The world would likely see dramatic social, economic, and cultural changes, as well as a potential decline in population and the challenges that come with it.